some more wood. I need to get some more of the dark wood. Is there any more dark wood around here? Maybe making the house out of dark wood was not one of my better ideas, because there's no dark wood around here. I'm like in the middle of... Interesting. Well, let's look around. Let's look around a little bit, I guess. Why is there no music playing? It's been a hot minute and there's no music playing. It kind of bums me out because the music is like one of my favorite things about Minecraft. It's like, it's really good. Let's just take all these red flowers because fuck it. Hello? Dark wood. Dark wood. Spruce wood, whatever you like to be called. I'm not going to call you dark wood. That might be, you might think that's racist. And I apologize if you find that racist. I'm going to kill this pig. Hello? Why do I hear zombies? It's the middle of the day. Go to sleep. It's bedtime. For you. I mean, not for us, because we're not nocturnal creatures. Oh, dear. I'm not going to go down there. It looks deadly. Oh, there's some dark wood. It's all the way over there. I guess we're going to have to make a trek over there. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to build a little house. I'm not going to do too much on the house as of right now. Jeez, I'm all sniffly and snuffly. I'm not going to do a whole lot on the house as of right now. Or, I'm going to... Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I'm not going to do a whole lot on the house as of right now. I'm just going to, you know, build it to where it's in livable condition. And then we're going to go do some mining, some cave exploring, some spelunking, if you will. Because that's probably my favorite part of the game, is going down into the caves and whatnot. Finding all the forbidden treasures that this world has to offer. Can I reach that? I can't reach that. Let me... Now I can reach it. Okay. I feel like I should tell you guys a story. Because this is one of those games where it only gets... It's only so entertaining to watch someone chop down a tree, I think. You know? So I'm gonna think of a story to tell you guys. I'm trying to think of a good one. A good story to tell you. Huh. I've got a few, so I'm trying to think of one that's like, I don't know. Let's see. It's starting to get dark outside, so that's good. You know. That's perfect, actually. I don't know if you could tell, but I was being incredibly sarcastic. I do not think this is perfect. This is actually awful. I need to hurry up and get home. I need to get home right now. Story time. Everybody gather around, it's story time. I'm going to tell you the story of... I'm going to tell you the story of the first time my first day at a real job, which was three years ago. I'm 21 now, so I was 19. Wait, yeah, no, I wasn't. I was 18. Wait, yeah. I can't do math, apparently. And my job is me doing math. I literally work with fractions all day as of... Like, right now, my job consists of me doing math and fractions, and I couldn't do math for a second. Whatever. Anyway. Jesus. My first day at a real job was an interesting experience. I worked for a company. I won't say the name of the company. But I worked for a vacuum service, which is not what you think it is. I didn't go around into people's houses. I wasn't like a maid. I kind of was like I wasn't like a maid. I was more like a janitor, a high-class janitor. I worked with vacuum. I was a laborer, was my official title. I worked with vacuum trucks, just big trucks that had hoses connected to them, and they sucked up debris and stuff. And so I had never done this before. It was my first job. I was getting paid $10 an hour, not really making much of anything. And so my first day, I was the youngest. I was 17, 18, something. I think it was 18. Whenever. No. 2000. I was probably I think I was 18 or something. Yeah, I was probably 18. So doesn't really matter. But I was young. I was the youngest one. Most of the guys I was working with were well into their 30s. So I was pretty young. And I get there. They tell me I had my interview on Friday. And then they told me, okay, we'll be here for Monday. Be here on Monday at 5:30 in the morning. For 5:30 in the morning. And I was like, I'm sorry, what? 5:30 in the morning? And to me, that was early. Because I used to sleep. I used to stay up. Whenever I was younger, I used to stay up until, 2, 3, 4 in the morning. Probably later than that. And then sleep until, 2 in the afternoon. Most days. I averaged sleeping about 1 in the afternoon. So getting up early was like a nightmare for me. I couldn't even imagine doing it. But I did it. First day on the job. I'm exhausted. I'm just tired. And I get there. Oh, there's the music. I get there. And I put my wood in the chest. Why did I do that? I need that. Let's go ahead and turn it. So I get there. It's 5:30 in the morning, or a little bit before 5:30. And, I get there, and there's people just, it's frantic. Everybody's getting their stuff together, getting ready to go. And I go into the office, because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I was so confused. I didn't know what was going on. It's still dark outside. And I'm just kind of, wiping the crud out of my eyes. I go into the office, and I'm like, hey, I'm here to work. They're like, oh, great. Okay, you're going to go with Randy. I'm like, all right. And the manager, most of the guys, I'm not being racist. I'm just going to put that out there right away. Most of the managers I was working with, they were white men. And most of the people I was working, with were black men. And he the white manager, he tells me, he's like, okay, I'm gonna put you with Randy, but he kind of speaks a little jive, so don't freak out. I'm like, what are you talking about? What do you mean speaks a little jive? I think you're being racist, sir. I didn't say that to him, but that's what I was thinking. I was just saying, that's a little bit racist, don't you think? And he brings me to Randy, Mr. Randy Jackson, no relation. I'm totally not even joking. His name was Randy Jackson. I'm not worried about saying his name, because you could look up Randy Jackson and you probably won't find him, because there's probably 30 Randy Jacksons in the world. So he brings me to Randy Jackson. Mr. Jackson, and it is very dark in here. And immediately I knew what he meant, what the manager meant. Whenever he said Randy spoke a little jive, he sounded like one of those 70s movies, where they got the people with the afros, and they're just kind of oh yeah, speaking oh jive turkey, stuff like that. That's how he talked. And I was just oh, okay, cool. I mean, I I didn't care. I was just like, that's just how he talks. It's just whatever. But I did find it a little funny. And so he's like, you're going to go with Randy. I'm like, all right. And Randy is pissed off because we're getting ready to go on a job that he can't stand doing. And by that, I mean, like, we're contractors. We went out into different places to work the vacuum trucks. We didn't just work at one place. And we were going to a place that he hated going, and he wasn't supposed to be going there anymore. So that's why he was pissed off. I think the house is in livable condition. So I'm going to go ahead and actually chop this down and take all this stuff out. So Randy's all pissed off, and he's like I introduced myself, and I was like, hi, I'm Gavin. He's just like, yeah, whatever, get in the van. I'm like, okay, cool, I guess. So I get in the van, we get in the van, and we're getting ready to go to work, and it's just me and him in the van. And he tells me, or we're driving for a little bit. We're going somewhere I've never been. I don't know where we're going. I don't know where the hell we're going. So I'm like confused and scared, and I don't know what's about to happen. I don't know what this job is gonna be like, and so yeah, I'm a little bit terrified. And we're driving for a few minutes, 5-10 minutes in complete silence, and he's kind of hunched over the steering wheel, all kind of pissed off and stuff. And what do I need? What am I doing? This is what I need to do. I need to make a bed first before I go anywhere. So he's kind of hunched over the steering wheel. He's pissed off. He doesn't want to go to this place. Actually, I should probably close the door. Probably should. Oh, sun's coming up. He doesn't want to go to this place. And so we're driving in complete silence for a little bit. And I'm just sitting there I've got my hard hat and stuff in my lap, and I'm just kind of like kept to myself. And then he starts talking. He starts mumbling, and he's just like, man, he's just like, this is bullshit. I can't even believe this is fucking happening. And I'm just like, excuse me? And he's just like, you know what, son? I'm like, uh-oh. I don't know why his voice went into that kind of, he's like, you know what, boy? Let me tell you something. If a man, I swear to you, this is serious shit right now, okay? This is the realest, most amazing piece of advice a person's ever given me. I will never forget it till the day I die. He tells me, he looks at me. He looks me right in the eye while he's driving, and he says, if a man doesn't know what you know, he can't fuck with you. But if he knows what you know, then he can fuck with you. You understand that? And I just said, yes, sir. I understand 100%. And it was just so, I don't know. It was just so, it just touched my heart. It really did. Like, it was such a, I don't know. It was probably the best piece of advice I've ever been given in my entire life. Like, hands down. That dude looked at me so sincerely, so wholeheartedly, and he's like, if a man don't know what you know, he can't fuck with you. But if he know what you know, he can fuck with you. And I want you guys to take that piece of advice, and I want you to live. I want you to live with that piece of advice. I want you to live that out. Just remember, if someone don't know what you know, they can't fuck with you. They can't. They just can't do it. They have no right. They have no position to try and fuck with you. So just remember that. If you take anything away from this video, take that. Take that piece of advice away. The advice that Randy Jackson gave me on my way to work in a van. Just us two. It was so creepy. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I'm getting ready. I'm trying to go. No, I don't think I am. I'm good. I've got wood. I got stone. I'm good. I got food. I'm good. I'm ready to go cave exploring. But yeah, so he gave me that piece of advice, and we were silent for pretty much the rest of the ride to the job. Well, first he stops at his house, for one. Like, we're on our way to the job, but he stops at his house to pick up something or other. We get to the job, and let me tell you guys, this job is probably one of the dirtiest jobs. Like that. What's that guy's name? The guy that does dirty jobs, Mike Rowe or whatever the hell his name is. He should have did this job, because this job was messy and it was awful. It was hot. It was sweaty. It was awful. I started this job. I started in like, I don't know. I don't remember when I started. It was like at the end of the summer. It was like still hot. I live in Louisiana, so it's hot pretty much all year round. But it was like at the end of the summer, so it was just starting to kind of cool down, like a little bit, but it was still hot. And first we get through this gate. We go through. We go to this. It was a steel mill that we were going to. So we get there, we go through the front gate, and we go to the back, and we're talking to these people, and they're telling us, I don't know what's going on right now. I'm just like sitting there along for the ride. And they're sitting there talking about all this mumbo jumbo that I had no idea what they were saying. It's like, okay, we're going to head back here. We're going to go do this. Jeez, I got something in my throat. I apologize. Hold on one second. Let me take a sip of my drink.